Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I am going to do, something that I have not done on my channel in a very long time. Let me go and explain this in better detail, guys. I will tell you the project and all that stuff, but give me a second. As you guys know, used to in the past, I would do a bunch of 3DS Pokemon games. I did a bunch of different 3DS Pokemon games, such as Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Ultra Moon at one point. I did Pokemon Ultra Moon a long time ago. I did Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. I did Pokemon Black and White. I did Pokemon Soul Silver. I did Pokemon Diamond slash Pearl. I did a bunch of different games. And let me go and say this, guys. There's not really much I need to talk about because most of the stuff I need to talk about was actually at the end of the last video. If you watched my announcement video that I made sometime, I think, yesterday, you would know the exact announcement. You would know exactly why I've not done 3DS games. But that's the thing about it. Because in that mix of games, I did a third Project Redemption attempt of Pokemon Sun, where I had my little baby boy Totodile and another buddy of mine, Typhlosion. And I had a few other Pokemon as well. Well, guys, today is I didn't think I would do this until March, but today is the day that I'm going to try to do part 1 to my 4th Project Redemption attempt of Pokemon Sun that's on Nintendo 3DS. And yes, guys, I will definitely. It may be a while. Don't quote me on finishing. It's not gonna be a. Let me say this again. It's not gonna be a project I'm gonna finish in like 2 or 3 weeks and then just be done and over with. I am actually gonna have to put some thought in how to actually do this because right now my 3DS is actually hooked up, and that means I could seriously play the game until I could do it all day if I want to, but I'm not going to. Let me explain, guys. Right now, it is 12:31. The main thing I want to do for part 1 of this project is that I want to get to the point where I've actually beaten the first totem Pokemon in the game. That's my main goal. Now, here's how I'm going to accomplish that, hopefully. I am not going to do no overtraining right off the bat. I'm not. The only battles you should see today is the few wild battles that actually I need to get certain Pokemon on my team. You'll see the wild battles for Pokemon like Pichu today, because I know for sure I'm going to try getting Pichu. My team's going to be a little bit different than what it was, I believe, in the last Pokemon Sun and Moon project, but it kind of consists of the same Pokemon at the same time. You guys know I'm going to have Feraligatr, I'm going to have Typhlosion again, and I'm going to have Salamence. But I'm thinking about actually adding 2 different team members. I don't know who in the world I'm actually going to add next. Actually thinking about it, I don't know why I said that. Oh, wait. Let me say it again. On my team, I know for sure I'm going to have Feraligatr, Typhlosion, and Salamence. I most likely will have a Alolan Raichu unless I decide to change it. And then I'm going to leave the other 2 up to a mystery. I don't know what team members I want. I kind of want to go for somebody different than what I normally go with. But at the same time, I don't know if that's a wise decision or not. Let me explain somewhat about this project, guys. This project will be a little bit more tedious in the beginning of the series itself. Because I'm actually going to record myself trying to get certain things done. I am definitely going to try to record the part where I catch me Totodile and Cyndaquil, but I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do the IQ scanner. I mean, get the QR codes. I can still get the QR codes off of YouTube, but I don't know how I'm going to do it on camera, because for this, if I keep my iPad, or I keep my 3DS plugged in, my iPad's not plugged in right now. I don't want to risk it randomly dying on me. So, yeah. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do, but if I can get the timing done just right for this video, I might be able to get most of the hard work done for this video, and then part 2, getting to catch Totodile, Cyndaquil, and possibly Bagon as well. let me go and tell this to you guys right now. I will be recording me going for Bagon. I can get Bagon on the first island, somewhere on Route 3. But here's the catch. He only has a 1% chance encounter rate. Which means, if I want to catch Bagon, I'm going to be the most patient person in the world, and you guys are definitely expected to get a 3 or 4 hour long video if my luck is not that great. I know right off the bat, guys, the brightness may not look the best right now, but I did look at the 3DS brightness and see if it would work for a video, and I think it actually does. As dark as it is, I think it'll actually be bright enough where you guys can see the game and not be like it was on the TV. Because I can actually turn down the brightness on my 3DS. If I need to turn it down lower, I can. Now, here's the thing, guys. Right now, I also do have me a... It's hard to see, but I've got me a little red pen right here that I can use on the bottom screen. This won't have much of a function right now, but once I get Pokemon Refresh and I get Feraligatr and all that stuff on my side, I am definitely going to be using this to take really good care of him. In fact, I'm going to do this project a little bit differently, in that I will pet my Pokemon. I will pet my starter who's going to be gone after I get Totodile and all that stuff. And I'm also going to pet... I'm going to pet the Pokemon I get in the very beginning of the game, but understand at least 2 of my team members will be gone whenever I get Totodile and Cyndaquil and all that stuff. Possibly only 1, unless I can get my Pokemon trained up. Because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do the Grand Trial on the first island of the game. That's going to be very, very difficult. Because if I don't keep Pikipek... Because my goal for this episode is to catch me a Pikipek and keep my starter until I get past the first trial. And then, sometime after that, get rid of them after I get Totodile and all that stuff. So, yeah. But a lot more of the important videos will actually happen during during the first few parts. And I want to go and let you know, guys, there's a very low chance of this happening. But if I do training sessions with Feraligatr like I did for when I did this project last time, and all that stuff, if I actually record that, which there's a very low chance, you could actually watch me take care of Feraligatr until he just fully loves me, and then I'll have a fully affectionate Feraligatr that you guys just didn't see happen except for the first little bit. Because I will pet him. I think I'll definitely pet him when I first get him. And I'll be doing stuff like that, and it'll be the same way for Bagon and all that stuff too. My best concern is the touchscreen itself, and that's kind of why this pen is here. One of the problems I have with this touchscreen is the little bumps on the bottom of it. That has caused me to actually hurt my Pokemon by that actually happening. Because whenever it does that, it actually seems like it's counting as it going off the screen. Whenever I touch the little bumps on the screen, it acts like that I quit just touching it, or I just hit the screen hard and it hurts the Pokemon. That's how I think I accidentally hurt Feraligatr during my project because of that reason. Because I think I remember him actually getting really upset at me because I accidentally, tried petting him in a place where he didn't like. That, or I accidentally, whenever I hit the bumps on the screen, it acted like I hard tapped on it. So, instead of it just going away, it actually did hurt Feraligatr. So, yeah. This pen will serve a very important function, but it'll be more whenever I get Totodile, Croconaw, Feraligatr, and Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion. And the same thing for Bagon and all that stuff as well. Like I said, I will be trying to actually film myself trying to get that Bagon. Even though the whole video might be 3 or 4 hours of nothing but that. The good news about them long videos like that is you actually might see me rage a good amount because I really want that Bagon. So, yeah. This episode most likely ain't gonna be me catching Totodile, but I always want to get very close to the point where I'm going to do it. Getting past the trainer school, getting past Captain Alima's fight, and the first fight with Team Skull, and getting past the first trial with that Totem, I believe, Gumpchus. It's either Gumpchus or Totem Faticate, or whatever. So, yeah. Well, I say, because I did do a little bit of testing with this episode itself to see if this would actually work out in my favor. Because, again, I don't want to just me do a project and it not work. I also had to look up how in the world I'm actually going to... Well, I also looked up how to delete the file. The one that's going to make me upset about that is I'm going to lose my baby boy Feralier, who's been so loving and caring towards me. But I'm hoping that in this project I'll have I hope... Maybe. You never know, guys. There's a low chance of it, but there's a chance I could get the exact same Feraligatr I have in Pokemon Soul Silver. Speaking of Pokemon Soul Silver, I had to take that game out of the system in order to play Sun and Moon. And I've got it over here, like on the counter on the left side of me, but I'm scared that once I try putting it back in, it's not going to work anymore, which is really going to upset me because that's the game that has Feraligatr in it. The most loving Feraligatr of all Feraligatrs I've ever had. But, yeah. I did do a few tests with this game the other night. I tested to see if I could get Sun and Moon to work. And it didn't want to work at first, but I eventually got it to. And I did another test today. I put in Pokemon Sun and turned the system on to see if it would work. And really enough, it actually did work, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I will also be doing a little bit of a test on this one as well, because I want to see if it's possible for me to be able to pet the Pokemon on camera. It'll be a little bit hard, but I'd like to be able to see their cute little face on the screen. That was one of the problems with my last project, was that you couldn't see me petting the Pokemon. You knew I was petting it, but like you couldn't see me petting it, which would make it kind of boring and kind of stupid for that part of the video, because all you'd be seeing is me doing this and nothing else. There'd be nothing. That does remind me, guys. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but when I last did this project, I actually had a little book that I used to set the 3DS on. I don't remember what the purpose of me doing that was. However, I will actually do that again. That way, I can actually... Well, I'll do... Hold on. There we go. I hope this ain't dirty. That's the thing about this series, guys, is actually I used to do a bunch of reading videos. Honestly, if I want to, I could go back to doing that. I used to love to read, and I probably still would if I actually took the time to do it. But the thing is, if I wanted to go back to reading again, I would want to record it. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I have not read a book in years. I used to read books all the time, but that was also, I think back then when I was reading a lot, I used to record it all the time. So, yeah. My main problem with this, I put the book, or I put the little book on the 3DS, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it actually being read. I don't know if you'll be able to see the bottom screen. I'll figure out a way to show off the bottom screen. That way, I can actually get stuff done. And that's the thing. If I want to, I can make this whole beginning video a part of a test, because my 3DS is plugged in right now, which means it shouldn't go dead whatsoever. Which means I could seriously spend the next, like, 5-10 minutes maybe figuring out how to make sure you guys can see the bottom screen. That way you can actually be able to see me petting my Pokemon. Because I will pet my Pokemon, but I'm not going to be feeding them Pokebeans, so I can save that for Totodile, Cyndaquil, and all that stuff. I'll be saving it for them. Once I get them, that's where I will still pet them, but I won't rub them. I'm trying to figure out what to do about Pikipeks. I'm going to need them until I'm probably going to need them until I get past the first Grand Trial. So I may actually have to take good care of him, but I may just do the same as I've been doing and just pet him, or just pet him and nothing else. The way he'll start getting affectionate, but he won't. I won't be wasting my. Huh? What? Which iPad? Huh? I don't see it anywhere. Did you find it? So you found it? Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. My biggest problem with this project is the fact that I want to figure out how to show off the bottom screen. That way, if I do get to pet my Pokemon, it won't just be me just sitting there rubbing it like that. I want you guys to actually be able to see me petting my Pokemon, even if it's a little bit hard to see. I might even spend the next few minutes of this video trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, because the 3DS is actually very close to my very close to the computer right now, which means it could be pretty easy to be able to actually do that. But I don't know for sure. I am going to let you know, guys, the only training we're going to be doing for this series is by the trainer battles. And just like I did in Sun and Moon, I will be quiet for the beginning of it, because the battle music in Sun and Moon is freaking phenomenal. Especially the trainer battle. Like, the trainers on the routes have phenomenal battle music, and I think it's just amazing. So, yeah. That'll probably be the only training I'll be doing. Actually, that will be the only training I'll be doing until we get past the first trial. The first trial most always also where I'm going to go and end it off. So, yeah. If I have plenty of time, maybe I'll go and get to the point where I'm getting close to catching Totodile. But I don't know completely yet. I don't know how far we're going to get. The more I talk, the less time we'll have. But at the same time, the more I'm having to test things and see how you can see the bottom screen, it's going to be hard to see. So, yeah. I'm actually not going to waste too much time for this episode, because I do need to get started ASAP so I can actually get somewhere. So, with that said, guys, let me see if I can get let me go and get the camera turned around. I'll see if I can find a good camera angle real quick. Let's go ahead and turn the camera around and try playing Pokemon Sun and Moon, where I get to finally finish the game with my baby boy Feraligatr. Or my baby girl, you never know, I could get the girl. It doesn't matter to me, though. And all my other Pokemon, I can't wait to get them. So, yeah. Let's go and get the camera turned around and try to actually see if things will work out for me. I'll have to remember how to buy nest balls, though, because I swear there was a place we could get nest balls. Oh, wait, does Captain Alima give you those? I don't remember, because I know there's a way to get nest balls, but I think it's Captain Alima who gives it to you for beating this trial. Captain Alima, please give me nest balls. That's the perfect ball to catch Totodile in, since he will be lower level than my other Mons, most likely. Unless he is like level 15 or 20, I didn't realize it. I swear he was only level 5. But I don't remember. It's been so long since I've actually caught my little baby, so I don't know. The one problem I have with doing a video down here is I can't really react the way I usually do. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be shocked if I accidentally still did anyway, because of how I get whenever Totodile's around, especially when he gives me affection. Like, seriously, I go completely mad when he gives me affection, whenever he loves me, whenever he smiles at me. One of the things I like about Pokemon Sun and Moon is you get to see the biggest grin on Feraligatr's face. It's really cute, because whenever you pat him in a spot he likes, he has the biggest grin on his face. So big and so adorable. Like, it makes me glad that Feraligatr is my favorite Pokemon. You know what would be even more crazy? I don't know if it's possible or not, but if I get a shiny Totodile, I will go literally mad. Not only will I have Totodile, but I'll have a shiny Totodile, which would be amazing. The chance of that happening is very low, but if I did, that would be amazing. But remember, guys, I love Totodile no matter what. Whether he's his regular color or his shiny color, I love him both ways. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, before I even turn on the system, I gotta see if we're gonna even be able to see anything. Obviously, I'm gonna mainly test the bottom screen, because I don't know if you'll be able to see it at all. So let me get the camera turned around, and I'll go and see about how we're gonna actually see the screen. Let's figure it out, guys. Here we go. Like I say, guys, the 3DS is plugged in, so let me just test and see if you can see the bottom screen. I don't know if you'll be able to at all, but if you can, that'd be great. You kind of can, but not enough. Let me try something. If I move it like this and do this, no. Well, you can kind of see it, but it's not great. Oh gosh, hold on. Ah. This is the hard part about this game. Like, I can't figure out a good camera angle for this stinking thing. It's gonna be a problem. I have to put my pawn too, because again, I can't just. It's not easy to put them on here because you can't see it. Like, I don't know if there's an easy way I can actually record that. I don't know. Maybe I can figure it out for a later time. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a test with this game anyway, because I'm gonna be petting the starter and all that stuff. I'll do my pen. Oh, there it is. But I'm gonna be petting the starter and all that stuff, and he will be like a main. He won't be my main Pokemon, like I said, Totodile and all that will be, but it'll be a good test to be able to try out there. Maybe I can try a few different ways. But, yeah. The one problem I have with this, actually, before I get started with the game, guys, let me see something real quick. Hold on a minute.